Okay, so leaving off from the last session, you guys are in this room of the Drow Outpost, known as Phorkyryl Outpost. You would have figured that out. I don't know if we actually said that explicitly last time, but you would have found that out as you've been skulking around pretending to be Drow. You guys have trapped this female Drow in a Iron Maiden as a rabbit, and you have rested and trying to gather your strength and trying to figure out what you're going to do next. And CC slash Gurndal's polymorph spell is starting to run out, and you have to figure out what your next move is going to be, and what you're going to do with this prisoner that you pulled out of the Iron Maiden as he's still unconscious and pretty weak, and then what you're going to do when she transports back into her normal self inside the Iron Maiden. So, what do you guys think?
Okay, I recommend that we lock the Iron Maiden where she can't get out. We pull the prisoner out of the way, and then I'll just drop concentration on it and let her turn into a drow and see what
Okay.
happens.
Okay. So
That's
where
my
do you?
recommendation to the party.
Okay. So if you were to pull him aside, where would you want to pull him to?
Over in this corner over here.
Here. Okay. Yep. Okay. So you pull him aside, and he's like,
I make a recommendation. You might want to step back. Let's make sure that she can't get out, like lock it or what.
Yeah, Aaron would like to, or Brett Michaels would like to go and reinforce the knots, double check the work. If she or he, I don't know how to say that.
She's a she.
So yeah, she would like to just reinspect the knots on the
Oh, Brett
cage,
Michaels is
or
he. Well,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
Oh,
I don't
got
know
it.
how to address.
Oh, it's so confusing.
address that. Yeah,
whatever.
conundrum.
So confusing.
Conundrum.
So just use they. There you go.
Yeah.
Done.
There we go. So they would like to reinspect the knots.
Okay. I would like to change back into a constrictor.
Well, you could just
And-
continue being one, yeah.
Or
So
continue to be a constrictor.
Yep.
And I'm going to stay where I am at the ready in case I need to strike or constrict her if she escapes.
Okay, so place your token where you think that is the best place to be.
Okay.
I'm gonna say that Half Tusk is kind of over here, right next to it, and he's got his axe ready. As you know, our player for Past Tusk has not arrived yet for the session, so I'm gonna kind of, in a limited capacity, kind of describe what I think he would do. He's kind of standing there with his great axe ready, you know, just in case if somehow she's able to pop out of there or something happens, he's gonna just be at the ready. Yeah, and make sure to transform your stats to hit that effect for the constrictor snake.
That one.
There you go. Yep.
Okay.
Yep, that's good. All right. So yeah, so everyone's comfortable with their position as CC is gonna drop his concentration on the polymorph spell.
Aaron would, after checking the knots, like to be up above the Iron Maiden with her
so like on the wall.
Sword. Yeah, on the wall with
Like
the
there,
sword
okay.
drawn.
Okay. There, and be ready to go for anything.
Is there a way to lock this door or so?
It does not lock. No.
Okay. Well, too late now. All right, I'll drop concentration.
So do you close? So just to be clear, do you close that door though?
Oh yeah, the door's been closed. I assumed that we would have closed it for the short rest. I would also assume if we had a pit or something in there, we would have secured the door. But I don't remember if we did or didn't, or said we.
I happen to have one of those, so while we were resting, I probably would have given it to you.
I do remember mentioning something in the chat if we did close that door or not.
Okay, so yeah, so the door's closed, and do you want to say that you secure it with a python?
I have two.
You've had an hour to prepare all this, so it's fine if that's what you say you do. That's what happens.
It makes it where we can't escape.
Yeah, it's up to you. Whatever you think is
I'd
best.
say. I mean, if the party's good with it, that's what we did.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you drop. Okay. So you drop concentration. The Wabbit goes away, and Uvella is back, and she realizes the position she is in, and she begins saying some words in, as she kind of realizes where she is. I mean, she starts to struggle initially at first, and kind of is confused as to as she kind of comes out of being a rabbit and back to herself. She's like you wake up and you forget where you fell asleep. She comes to and then starts to kind of move, and she gets poked by a spike on the Iron Maiden, which just ends up dealing 1 piercing damage to her.
that
One spike?
that Iron Maiden sucked.
That's what I rolled, and she reacted quickly, and just it pricked her, and then she felt that, and she pulled back, and then she holds still, and then as she kind of looks around and where she is, she immediately starts saying some words in Elvish. What do you do to this?
Well, hopefully the snake knows what they're saying.
I should. Assuming as a snake I can understand her, which I can.
Yeah, it'd be really cool if you could tell us, but I bet you can't.
She cannot. So but I will allow you a chance to try to recognize what she is doing.
Okay.
So here we go. Yeah. So you may make a check, and I'm going to message you.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
And actually, so this one I need you to actually drop in the tower. Still there.
Oh, we have the tower.
Man, I wish I had telekinesis.
Okay. I will do that.
Okay, so with that result, this is what you realize.
Oh. Okay. Okay. I can't tell anyone though.
I was going to ask you this. Does it sound like somebody casting a spell, though?
Yes, I was going to ask the same thing. Thank you, sir.
It is you again. All you know is she is saying words in Elvish.
As a snake, I would try to nod my head as much as possible.
But since you asked that, I am now messaging you. Oh, wow. I think that's a separate thing. I think you're only able to tell that. I don't think you're able to tell the type. I don't believe, based upon what's here.
Okay, I
that
cast
I'm
counterspell.
referencing. Okay. So just at 3rd level.
Yep, doing it at 3rd.
I'm glad somebody can do that.
Do you need a
All
roll?
right. Nope. I do not believe so. So you do that, and it the spell that she is casting fails.
I say, pick up that Iron Maiden and shake it, somebody.
Is it? I'm assuming it's probably pretty heavy. But yeah, I'm only a regular constrictor snake, so I don't think I could do that.
And with that, she curses something in Elvish. And you see her kind of thinking about how she's going to deal with this. And
I don't think we see her.
Hmm?
I said, I don't think we see her. I mean, can she see out of the Iron Maiden?
Oh, yeah, I guess that's not. Yeah, I guess not.
Because if she can see
I
out of
was-
the Iron Maiden, that means we can see her eyes and stab her in the eyes or shoot her in the eyes.
Yeah, I mean, I was more imagining it as being open, but I guess you're right. I guess generally you don't see out of them
And she would definitely have a tough time doing anything with hand movement.
Yeah,
I
I
know
Iron
she only got poked with one spike that could be open.
So yeah, so she's cursing and yelling and she's quite upset to be locked in there. And you foiled one attempt that she was making there. And then she tries one more thing. She starts speaking some more foul words. How does anyone want to react to this?
Can I recognize what she's saying?
Do the same thing as last time.
I'll see if she's casting her spell on her.
Let's see. I need to, I pre this. So yeah, this time for both of you, you are uncertain. You are unable to tell the difference between her just general cursing and these words that she is saying, and it does go off.
Okay.
You see this form start coalescing in the middle of the room, and out comes this.
Oh.
As it forms and it looks nasty and pissed. Everyone roll for initiative. So, Natali, you ask first. Or
Okay.
you move first.
I will attempt to strike it and see if I can grapple it. I don't know if I can, but I'll try.
Okay. So try to strike at it, or don't you have to like pick there between the two things?
Yeah. Well, yeah. So I can either bite it or try to grapple
Right.
it. Yeah. So I wanted to try to grapple it, but I missed.
Oh. Yeah, so that is an attack. Yeah, so you you actually go to try to constrict it, and yeah, it's not just that you miss. You just pass through him as you're you try to coil him, but he's kind of incorporeal, so you can't do that.
Okay.
Future reference. All right, as he then so But you have to get within 5 feet probably to do that, right? Yeah, you do. So you get here.
Yep. Right there.
He then lashes back at you with his claws. Hits with 11 psychic damage to you. And then he hovers over here. As he kind of engulfs that light that's there, the room gets much darker. And it is Aaron's turn.
All right. I am going to use Panache. So as my action, I can make a charisma persuasion check contested by the creature's wisdom insight. So I need an insight or wisdom check.
Okay, it does telepathy, so I'm going to say it can understand you. That's fine. It does not succeed.
All right. So Aaron is going to move over here, get a little bit more of an angle on it, and I think that will call it her turn.
Hey, CC.
I wonder how this is going to work. Well, let's see. I cast Suggest.
Nice.
Okay, on the demon. Okay.
Shadow Demon. And
Hold on
I
one
say,
sec. I gotta check stuff here.
yeah, you know what I'm going to do.
I just gotta check to see if any of this stuff works. Guess it should. I don't see any reason why it wouldn't.
All right, and I suggest that the Shadow Demon, return to whence it came now. Go home.
Yeah, he's not immune from being charmed. That should work. So as that happens, he see this calm come over him, and then he starts to fade away. Out he goes.
Nice.
I'm always out for a non-violent resolution to the problem.
Aaron looks at CC. Did you just talk dirty to it?
Ooh.
I did.
All right. So then, Half Tusk then kind of was ready to go attack that thing, and he kind of goes over to it, but it's gone before he gets there. And I think she is out of things to do, so you keep her trapped in there.
Ooh.
I say, let's shake that thing until, like, we can't shake it no more, and then she dies. And then he goes again, I wish I had telekinesis.
Aaron says, how about we just, I have these oil flasks in my backpack. If somebody had some fire, we might be able to end this really quick.
Yeah, is there a hole where we can put the oil flask in there?
Or even just outside around it. Have some
Well,
barbecued drow. Or whatever she was, half demon succubus.
I have fire, but I'm a snake, so.
well, I can cast firebolt.
Okay.
That's if you don't want to maybe Try to get some information off of her first. That might be a good idea too. Says it.
Well, maybe, but maybe we should try to get information from the guy who's really weak and who can't cast fancy spells on us.
Yeah, like kick our ass like she was doing.
She's kind of scared.
Aaron kind of looks at this weak guy, and she just is really not like or trust him.
Oh, I don't trust him either, but I don't think he can kill us right now. It's up to you.
Aaron just walks on the ceiling. And looks to both sides. What's the better evil?
As you guys are discussing this, you start hearing this.
Oh.
Oh, there's a ship here.
As this bell keeps ringing out, as you hear increased activity from the Drow beyond in the common room. It is possible they may
Alarm.
have. It is possible they may have found your dead bodies.
Well, Erin is looking at the situation. She really doesn't want to be confined in this small room unless we're going to use it to our advantage. She's either saying, let's run for it, let's make it to a greater tactical space, or we're going to have to bottleneck them at this doorway.
Well, for one thing, they're scared to death of whoever this is in the Iron Maiden. So they said don't even come in here. And if they do show up, I think we could probably convince them to go away. They may try to come through here. We can talk through the door or whatever.
I kind of bob my snake head in agreement.
Yeah, we might be able to get ourselves out of this, without having to do, anything like that.
I will position myself near the door, not right in front of the door, but near the door to be ready to strike if someone breaks in.
And I was curious if anybody else wants to try to use these tables to barricade the door a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, it's the only way in or out, so I guess I couldn't say that to you, but I would support that.
Yeah, so that bell just keeps ringing.
I would be able to try to help push the table against the door in my snake form, if possible.
Yeah, Aaron will walk along the floor and start pushing it as well. And not really that fast.
Uh-oh.
When you say uh-oh, it's not good.
Well, I was going uh-oh because everything just got stuck, but from Casey unmasking everything.
Yep.
Not from like he just loaded 12,000 freaking bad guys in. What's Kendrick doing?
Okay.
He's being a drow.
All right, so I'm gonna start speaking to Krennic now. So you go here, and you find that passage. You follow it. You know, going underground here, doing this. Come out. Secret opening. Sort of just poke your head out, so try to remain unseen. And what you see are a bunch of Drow sort of mobilizing. You know, all there's like over 10 Drow in this common room here. And you hear some activity, you know, from the rooms over here to the left. They seem to be mobilizing as well.
Those who are already armed, do I get a sense for which direction they're preparing to go?
They're gonna head towards the prison.
Through the south direction or the north direction?
That will be through
the-
both. Through both. So some start going this way. Some start going that way.
Then I will. Oh, do I think I can beat them back to the prison?
Probably not, but they're not going to be looking for you there, so you could probably be sneaky and skulk about.
Is it uncommon for these Drow to wear hoods?
Here, I think so. Yeah. In this environment, yeah, I think so.
Then I will sneak back through the passage and look to kind of peek the way I'm peeking now back into the prison place.
Okay, so let me prepare here. A lot of moving parts. So, several of these Drow in prison. Pouring in here to try to figure out what the heck is going on. All right, here we go. All right, revealing everybody.
You don't have to do everybody.
Sure I do. As Uvella starts shouting things, so Krennic, you come through there, and you you see all of these drow sort of pouring into the prison, trying to like they're looking for something. I mean, they notice your cell is there. You know, you're if you don't pop out of the secret passageway, you know, you can kind of stay back in the darkness and not be noticed, as they're not even really regarding that cell. But they notice that you're gone, and so they're like, they freed the traitor. And then they're kind of coming to that door and they're pounding on it. So what does everyone do? So first I'll come back to the main group. What do you guys do?
I mean, I don't think we can fight our way out at this point, can we? I'd help barricade the door.
Well, do we understand what they're saying? They're beating on the door. What
Yeah,
are
I mean,
they
they're
saying?
just-
Undercommon.
I mean, they
Elvish.
can maybe faintly hear Uvella shouting, and they're, you know, and she's like probably, well, Natali can yell, they're in here. You know, she's saying basically they're in here, and they're trying to push that door open.
Aaron's gonna be walking across the ceiling and position herself to the entrance of the door. Weapon is drawn.
I cast a major image, and it's going to be a image of Uvella Twill.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. On the outs, where?
Nope, inside here.
Okay.
And I am going to, I've got manual image. I'm going to use her voice that I've heard before. Speak it in undercommon and say, go secure the entrance of the prison now before on pain of death. I am busy.
So you said you opened the door?
I did not say I opened the door yet. I did it through the door first.
Okay, I was just trying to understand because you did an image. So okay.
So I cast. I cast major. What is it? When I say major illusion,
Major image. is what
and
you
there's
said,
an
yeah.
image. Yep, there's an image of her kind of like standing there at the door, but they can't see because the door is blocked. And I got her using her voice as part of the illusion because it makes sounds or whatever. So I'm assuming that I could do a voice or whatever for it because it's malleable, and saying that to go, do not bother her. She's busy, and to continue, go to the entrance and guard the entrance of the citadel or whatever, the cave. Do not bother her under pain of death.
Okay, and then one says, "What's going on in there?"
Well, there must not be fear for their boss.
Hmm.
They must not be too fearful of their boss.
Well, just because they heard what they thought was a distress, and they're looking for. They found dead bodies of the people who you look like, and they knew that the people that you look like were just walking through and strolled into the prison, so they're kind of looking for them. So basically, they're just they're just trying to ascertain. They're just looking for some sort of explanation from her, basically. So they gave that order. And they're asking just one question in terms of why were we hearing things in there? It sounded like she was just shouting. Like basically what was she shouting about? Where did they go?
To the entrance, I said.
Okay, make a deception check with advantage.
Of course, my charisma kind of sucks, but that's okay. Oh.
Let's see how perceptive this Mr. Drow guy is.
It's insight.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, it's just wisdom because he doesn't have any modifiers. says, I'm not buying it. We have people at the entrance. They're nowhere to be found. They were last seen coming in here. You obviously have some illusion magic. Open the door now and surrender, and you might live through this.
So I say, when I step back, go ahead and unpin the door, and I'm going to have, then they can
Then they can
give
what?
then they
cut
can
out at
see her image.
Okay.
So I have I look at Aaron and nod for her to unlock, or basically pull the pin out so we can.
Okay, I want to.
Right.
I want to. I mean, so I want to make sure to make it clear that before we do this, that they can, if they open and can see you again, they've found the forms that you are in dead, right? So that is what has alerted them.
Understood.
Okay. All right. So you open the door, I guess, Aaron, if you follow that instruction.
I
gonna
pull
say-
the pin, and I'm hanging on the wall still as
And
I
I'm-
pull.
Okay.
I'm
So you pull it out,
coiled
and
in
the
corner.
door opens, and there she is. She
And
says,
I got the image of Ula standing right at the door. I said,
Got
"Go away."
"These people you are with, we have found them dead. These must be imposters. What?"
They are
And-
not imposters.
And,
I know this. What you found were doppelgangers or something. Now be gone. Do not interrupt me anymore. For pain of death. Go to the entrance and guard it. All of you.
You see him kind of being conflicted as Renix comes through this door here and says, "Sister, what are you scheming at now?" As now that this guy has arrived, this guy steps back.
I told you. I am busy. Leave me alone.
Is this your doing, sister? Have you
I'll
brought
never
these
tell.
have you brought these traitors into my midst to kill me finally once and for all?
No.
Then what is the meaning of this?
I told you, brother, to go and guard the entrance like I said before.
He sort of puts his head down and sighs. I don't know what you're playing at, and he closes the door. And you hear
Do
him
as I
start-
say.
you hear
Now.
him- and you hear him start saying some orders to the Drow as he kind of tells them to pull back a little bit.
So I see them retreating back out of the prison area.
Yep. And then he starts to say, "Okay, sister. It's just us now. What do you want?"
I give a head nod to Aaron to open the door. Because he said he shut the door, correct?
Correct.
All right.
And
Aaron uses her short sword to push the door open.
I stand before him. Brother, did I not tell you to take all the guards and go to the entrance? And
You did, sister, but since when do you give me orders?
When do you disobey me?
Or since I took charge. Remember? I know you have never liked this situation, but since we are so far from Menzoberranzan, things are different here.
I just need some time, and go send them to guard the entrance. Do not let them escape. If they did get in here. If not, repel them at the entrance. As I said before.
He sighs again. Comes over here,
Send them away.
gives some orders. Drow move around. And then these two Drow are like searching for you, Krennic. They start looking around. They're looking in your cell. They come over here and look at her and that prisoner, and look over here. And then one starts coming his way over to this cell.
Do I hear much happening outside the door to the left?
Probably you've heard this whole conversation, yeah.
I mean, so to the
the right.
northwest of here, are they still milling about there where they found the bodies? Can I tell?
Not much. I mean, you can tell there's people out there, but I mean, you know, in terms of numbers and what exactly they are.
Well, right. That's what I mean. They didn't go all the way back down to the south. They've kind of moved into position in that room
Right.
now.
Right.
That's what I'm guessing. Okay, I'm going to if I can wait for an opportunity where both Drow 14 and Drow 9 are within line of sight, then I will attempt to shoot arrows at them. Actually, before I even start any of that, I'm going to cast protection from poison on myself. And then Hunter's Mark.
Okay, so that's going to give you distance to, okay. All right, but so you cast that on one of the Drow, right?
Yeah, Hunter's Mark on probably Drow.
Okay,
14.
so one guy, as he's like fiddling with this door that you've closed, he's like, and he calls the other guy over. They start fiddling with it, and then with both of them working on it, the door swings open.
Then I will surprise attack them with my arrows.
Okay. So that's okay. So you may roll for initiative then. He's surprised, so he skips his first turn, but then it's your turn.
Okay, and Hunter's Mark in Fantasy Grounds, I have to put one effect on me and one effect on them. Is that how it works?
Correct. Marked on him and then the other on you. Out of the darkness in your hiding spot, you fire an arrow at him and it hits. As it damages him as you hit him in the shoulder.
And that had the hunter's mark as the blue dice.
Yep, or the purple one, yeah.
Whatever it is.
Yeah.
Blue with maybe some red in it that I can't see.
Yeah.
And then I'm actually going to... Yeah, so I'll shoot the same one. With my second attack.
Okay.
Ooh, nice.
As you take that drow down, Aaron, roll a perception check. Yeah, you hear what appears to be some fighting going on beyond that door. And the drow skips his next turn. Aaron, you can act if you like.
Yeah, I would like to relate that to the party. Kind of using cough, hand gestures and stuff like that, not being too loud. Pointing towards the door and acting like there's a fight or something. Hey guys, there's something going on outside. And she is going to ready an action. If anybody moves outside the door, she's going to follow. And yeah, on the ceiling, no.
Yeah. Does anybody react to Aaron's?
She's still in. Where is she? She's above the door.
Yeah.
And the door's cracked a little bit.
Yeah, I don't think we reclosed it. Yeah.
We closed it, yeah, but just very slightly.
Okay, so I'm gonna slither up just to where the door is cracked and poke my snake head out and see what I see.
You sense nothing in that immediate room there.
Then I'm going to come out and come over to this door here.
Yeah, so those are like grated doors. So like as a snake, you could just slither right through the bars.
Okay. Do I see anything through those grates?
You can see there's a drow, and yeah, I mean, if you can sense that drow over there, yeah.
Okay, so I'm just gonna stay hidden then in this corner for now. But if the drow comes over here, I will bite him.
Okay.
Then I would like to use my reaction. Like I said, if anybody moves out through the door, I'm gonna follow them. I'm silly.
CC.
I'm going to go ahead and move my image outside. Keeping an eye on it, and I'm like, I nod for somebody to open that door to the north.
Okay, and then Halftusk says, "Come on, you're coming with me," and he picks up this guy and brings him along. All right. Then and Drow 9 gets his. He will take out his hand crossbow and fire it. Krennic. This is him, and it's Krennic's turn.
All right, well, then I'm going to do the same treatment to this other one.
Okay. As that one misses as you dodge the crossbow bolt. And the second one misses as he puts you on the back foot there. What does Aaron do?
And getting a little nod from CC. We'll go up. And is there a gap above these grates, or are they like floor to ceiling, or?
There's not a gap. No, the door would have to be opened.
All right. Does it seem like it has a lock or any kind of lock mechanism? Handle
No,
mechanism?
it just swings open.
All right. Well, she'll open it and climb up this wall and then kind of up to the ceiling. And she will use a hide action.
Okay.
And pass her turn.
Right, Anatoly.
Okay. Natali is going to slither through the gate. And let's see. What is my movement as a snake? 30 feet. So, 9, 10, 15, 30. I think I can move to here.
Okay.
And then I would like to bite Drow 9.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
As you miss as he steps aside from your bite. CC.
Did we re-roll initiative, or we're working on?
I just kind of put you at the bottom here after all the stuff that was going on in there.
Okay.
Since you kind of acted after all that stuff, and that's all that matters.
I will send the image in and use the of whatever the name's Uvella, and I go, "You there, Drow 9? Stop what you're doing. Come here now."
Drow 9.
And that will be my turn. I don't think I can do anything else with this image, because I think I can use I'm using my action to do that.
Okay. Half Tusk is still holding on to that guy behind you and says, let me through.
I'll tell Half to stay where you're at.
She's still in her cage. I'm going to get rid of her for the moment. Still being carried. She's still in her cell. Drow 9. Mistress, make an intimidation check for that with advantage.
Do I get her charisma bonus?
He ignores it and fires his crossbow, which hits Krennic. Dealing some piercing damage, and then I need you to make your con save, and this is against poison, so it's with advantage. So no problem. Then it's your turn.
Oh, sorry. I didn't realize it was my turn.
Krennic's turn, yep.
Yep. Apologize for that. So now I'm going to make the same attempt.
Okay. So good with the first one. There we go. Firing arrows as he's continuing to put you under fire there with that crossbow as you finally score a hit.
Glancing blow.
Aaron.
All right. Alright, Aaron's gonna walk across the ceiling over to here. Seeing that it looks like Tali is trying to attack this Drow and all kinds of confusions going on with this Drow. It doesn't look like we're getting away with too much as far as our disguises. She will actually move. Actually, she can move a little bit more over here. Ready her short sword, and if anything comes within 10 foot of my area, she's gonna drop down on them and hack them up.
Okay.
So ready to action.
All right, I'm gonna try this again. I'm gonna try to constrict.
You are unable to get a hold of him.
Okay.
CC.
Move up. And I'm like, the mistress told you to stop. And I cast Charm.
That hits. He's pretty badly damaged. As Half-Tusk says, finally! He starts looking for a way out, and he sees two Drow here. Crap. The Drow disengages and tries to make a run for it.
Wait, that's Drow 9, not Drow 3.
Thank you. So they kind of draw their weapons and fight there. Then Drow 9 disengages and tries to move away. Turn.
Can I shoot through these bars?
Yeah, it's going to be some pretty significant cover, so let's make a shot and see with an ace.
I can just run out.
Or you could do that. Yep.
So I'm going to run by this snake and hope it doesn't bite me. As I'm more focused on this Drow, and I will shoot arrow.
Okay.
This time it'll work.
And yeah, he goes down as you bury an arrow in his back, and he falls to the ground. And then
I immediately
like, oh, go ahead.
I immediately turn with load my next arrow and turn to these others that have come in, and just pause.
And then Half-Tusk is like, yep, we got a problem down here. Fight him. Then it is Aaron's turn.
Alright, Aaron hearing the gritty sound of Half-Tusk coming in. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 on the ceiling. Gonna look through these metal grates things and see what he's talking about.
But yeah, you see those two Drow down there.
She will ready her short bow, and as soon as they come within 5 foot of or 10 foot of Half-Tusk, she'll take a shot at either one of them.
Okay. Ollie.
Okay, the snake is going to dash, because why not? 20, 60. So I'm going to move to there and coil up and be ready to strike if I can. Next.
CC.
I look at Kendrick and he's like, I look at him and I say, "Hi, Devon." And then I move my illusion down south of Urfa, and I go, what do you two, and I use my action for that. I'm like, what are you two doing? I guess I don't know if I necessarily know. Would I? I guess I'd have to walk and see kind of what's going on.
Yeah.
And then I'd move the illusion and do that.
Half Tusk goes to put the guy down and like he's gonna fight. Guy's still just like, ugh. And then he's Drow like following Renix's order, mistress. Make another intimidation check with advantage.
Bamses.
Oh yeah, real well. Don't kill us. We're just following orders. And they both sort of like, you can pass. They get out of your way. So Krennic, what do you do?
All right, so none of these guys, the rest of the party here, seems very interested in me at all.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I'm going to quickly see if I can get any keys or anything off of the one of the other drow that I shot down,
Mm-hmm.
and or retrieve some arrows.
Okay. So you're able to do all that. I mean, so how many arrows did you shoot? You shot like 4,
8, 7.
So
7.
So let's say you retrieve 3, and yeah, you snag his keys off of him.
Aaron kind of looks down and enjoys not having to fight all these drow.
I don't know if that takes.
Pulls out a snack.
Sorry, Austin.
I don't know if that takes up my whole turn or not. To retrieve all that.
Yeah, it pretty much does. And then I mean, you can move then.
I'll just move over here and I'll hand the key to Alima.
Okay.
And tell her to sit tight. And I'll come back for her, but if not, hold on to this just in case.
So then what does the rest of the party do? So since these guys are kind of letting you by, we don't have to do turn by turn here. Half Tusk goes to pick the guy back up, or where do you guys want to go?
I look at him, I'm like, we gotta finish off that one in the thing.
The snake disagrees. I think we should get out of here. I mean, that's what she would do.
All right. Well, my illusion only lasts for 10 minutes, so let's roll.
I mean,
All right, I'll go ahead and move the illusion.
Yeah.
If you guys see the kitchen on your way out, let me know.
If they're stepping aside and letting us through, then I'm going through.
So then you open this door. This cavern. All of these plants and sort of fungus in here.
Uh-oh. I mean, wouldn't Natali have?
I look at Aaron and say, "Hey, make sure you shut the door."
Wouldn't Natali what? You cut out.
Would she have ever seen these types of fungus before? I mean, she's pretty familiar with the forest, but not as much.
Not if you haven't done a lot of spelunking. I mean, CC/Gurndal might.
Yeah. So she kind of slithers over Gurndal, over his feet, and kind of gets his attention.
All right. What does Krennic do after he gives her those keys? So, I mean, basically, being someone who's been in this outpost, Krennic, you know that there are caverns back here that go deep into the Underdark. It's a means of escape.
Okay. Is it my turn to act now?
Yeah.
Is that?
Yeah. We're basically out of initiative as there's no combatants at the moment. So I'm just trying to make it clear that you're going with them or not.
Oh, gotcha. So if I get the sense that it's a clear passage that way, then I will.
Well, you've just seen them leave that way, yeah.
Then I will unlock or have Alima unlock her cage. The plans change. Looks like we're moving out now.
Okay.
And I will also go back and grab the body of the elf that I was sharing a cell with.
Okay. So you go and do that, and as you do all that, these drow leave this door.
Perfect. And we will attempt to escape to the south.
Okay, so you bring Alima along, and that body along. This door, you open it, and you and Alima find this group here.
Action to the rear. I've seen that drill before. What are you doing?
Who are you?
And then I start talking with my major image, like, bow to me. You know who I am.
Where's the real Uvella?
I am the real Uvella. Wait, you have a strange name compared to the other Drow.
How do you know my name?
Because you got a name tag on.
Well, shoot, I guess I didn't see that.
You need to pay more attention. Good thing I'm very perceptive. See?
Well, yeah.
Oh, that's performance. That's supposed to be perception. That's a 25.
Yeah. When you got a good performance that you're perceiving him.
Yeah, I mean, maybe
the
drow you were fighting cursed at you, traitor something, Krennic or something like that.
They probably wouldn't know my real name anyway.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Well, yeah, you had a fake name. Yeah, so how would you know, buddy?
Yeah, we got fake names too, anyway.
Basically, so how about we say instead of him having a strange name, he looks strange. He doesn't look full drow.
Yeah, so I don't know if you can tell by the avatar image, but this drow looks mostly drow except for he has patches on his face that are more pink, regular, either human or regular elf looking. Also streaks of like blonde hair amidst the white.
Wow.
Well, I was all my measure. Yeah, it looks like a half breed to me.
I heard you fighting with Uvella. I know you're not. And then I say their names. What are you doing here?
Who the Drow are, who they are actually not.
Right.
We're here to save somebody. My name's Gurndal for real.
We're the new Drow poison band.
Save somebody.
Yeah, that person that I don't remember who exactly.
The Star Singer.
Yeah, the Star Singer.
Would Krennic know anything about the Star Singer?
Yeah, I think you would. You would know that basically they, kidnapped her, brought her here, and then they teleported her somewhere else.
Well, I hate to break it to you, but they've already moved her.
Where'd they move her?
Fortunately for you, this lady here needs saving as well.
Well, Ursa's in the Iron Maiden action.
The what?
The Iron Maiden.
What about it?
She's
That's
in
where,
it.
That's where Uvella
Our
is.
other cover band.
Yeah, not to be confused with the other band that we play.
Oh, the real Uvella is in it. That's what you said.
Yeah.
Yes, this one's got like another minute left, maybe two, or excuse me, probably about another 6 or 7 minutes left before it disappears. It's an illusion.
We have to go back.
Go back where?
You left Uvella alive. She's going to escape.
Aaron looks down at the party. What are you guys talking about?
Do I feel if I were to leave like Alima here, like beyond these doors, is that relatively safe in the sense of, do I expect any of the Drow to come through here or come the other direction or any other wildlife or anything like that?
They might.
There's Drow guards right there.
No, they went back around through the door.
I just mean if
they would probably
if we head back in,
they would probably end up pursuing. So as you guys are having this conversation, this unidentified creature sort of starts to mumble, "Escape, just escape."
if we leave now, these Drow will only follow us and continue to wreak their havoc.
Well, how about we give them something to follow, says Aaron.
I motion. I motion to the one who's with you, who's kind of half awake. Do I know who that is, by the way, at all?
Yeah. Again, you would know this. You'd know that is a Shatterkai elf. And basically, he was involved with the abduction of the Star Singer, and in fact, you guys notice that he's got his clothing has crow feathers on them.
Involved in the abduction, so it's like this. He's an ally of the Drow.
Well, seemingly he was at one point, but then Uvella had him in that Iron Maiden.
You can't trust him. Why are you rescuing him? He's one of them. He's with them. And as I say that, I will draw my scimitars.
Aaron eats her snacks above on the ceiling and is watching what's going on and scratching her head a little.
And as you say that, he says, "No, no." Drow never friends.
Do I have, based on my experiences and my observations, do I have any reason to believe that this is not an ally of the Drow?
I mean, but he could be telling the truth. I mean, I just told you basically what Krennic
Yeah,
thinks.
so, I mean,
Yeah,
words are
yeah.
wind. Do I have any evidence based on my previous
I mean,
interactions or observations?
you have that, and they have that Uvella was torturing him. So, I mean, maybe you don't, because maybe that happened after you were put in your cell, but they have the information that he was being tortured by Uvella.
Listen, we can take care of this Drow problem once and for all. We need to go back and finish them off. You were all able to subdue Uvella. You must be very powerful.
I don't know if we're powerful. She kicked our ass.
If we try to come back later, they will either have moved on or they will have redoubled their guards. They'll be waiting.
So do we keep going or what?
Oh, he says, escape.
Yeah, Aaron's kind of confused why we're even carrying him. In the first place, she just looks down at Half's tusk in a really confusing manner.
If you truly are an enemy of these Drow, we can't let them live.
I, at this point, will shift back into myself.
Now you look like a Drow.
Well, I'm going to say that it takes away the effects of the seeming, since she transformed into another form and then back into herself.
I mean, he said he only have 10 minutes, so I think we wasted a lot of time sitting here.
Yeah, I mean, hello. I don't know you, but you don't really look like a Drow. But there were a lot of them in there, and I don't think we can fight them all on our own. There's not that many of us. And they're pretty scary. I don't know, maybe we could get some backup from the elves and come back or track them down. The elves sent us here.
You didn't seem like cowards when I first saw you.
I don't know if we're cowards. I wouldn't say that. I think we just are smart enough to not risk our lives when we can't win.
So this guy, Sorry. So this guy sort of gets up on his own power and sort of stands up and comes over here and escape. And you hear him sort of like doing like a ritual over here.
And that guy can't fight.
So he starts like almost like casting a spell or something like.
Right.
I stab him.
Oh my gosh.
Krennic goes like he's going to stab him. Does anybody react?
I mean, I don't know Krennic, and I don't really know this guy, but can I guess I would. No, I don't know. Maybe we should wait and see what he does. I'll try to
He's
grab.
probably going to actually do it, so you're probably going to have to physically step in
He's
front
probably
of him.
going to see either Krennic's going to stab
I
him,
mean,
or
like,
the other guy's going to die. That's what's going to happen.
I guess I would try to grab Krennic's arm and just say, like, hey, wait a minute. Why don't we see... He's really weak. Maybe he's trying to get us out of here. I mean, I can't really stop him, but I'll try.
How does Krennic react?
I said I stab him.
So okay, so you want to push past her?
So she's physically blocking my path.
I just want to try to, like, grab your arm to see if I can, like, slow you down. So maybe you don't stab him as hard or something.
I mean,
Stab him softly.
she's trying to get you to reconsider. So it's up to you whether you want to reconsider or not.
No, I'm not convinced.
Okay. So you push past.
Yeah, I probably don't do very well with that.
You go to stab at him.
Is nobody gonna do anything about this? We can't just be stabbing each other.
I'm just standing here. That's what I'm doing.
And you stab him, and he goes down.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
How would you like it if I stabbed this lady? And I go over to Alima and I take out my sword and I...
You said you were here to rescue the Star Singer. He was part of the kidnapping party that took her here. He's not your friend.
How do you know? He didn't seem like he was a friend of theirs.
I shake my head. Well, Uvella has no friends. She's sick.
Crap.
She's the type who takes joy in hurting anyone. She would murder her own brother.
So
It sounded like she was trying to do just that.
So I started doing some death saves for this guy,
Mm-hmm.
and I ended up rolling a nat 20. Verifiable on the stream later.
Okay.
And he kind of, I mean, you stab him, but he's still, is he still, down? So he's like down on the ground. He backs away. No. Escape, friend.
I'm gonna... is anybody gonna back me up? Because I don't know. I mean, I don't think we can just kill this guy. At least we could take him for questions.
I don't think we could kill him either, because he just went down and looked like he was dead, and then he popped back.
I don't know what you gonna do, says Aaron.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think Half Tusk at this point, I mean, he was carrying, and he'd be like, come on, chill, give him a chance.
I mean, does Krennic looks like he's in pretty healthy shape, right? He's not super injured. Because I can
No,
offer to.
he's fixing to take out a whole Drow army.
Because I would heal him as a sign of goodwill, but I don't have much to offer him. Look.
Who are you people?
We were sent here by the elves to get the Starsinger and bring her back.
To rescue the Starsinger's kidnapper?
No, we don't know that this guy is the kidnapper. How do we know that? I mean, where is she if he's the kidnapper? Wouldn't she be? Why wouldn't he leave with her?
Were there others? Were there other non-Drow in the raiding party as well? Where would they be?
Everyone else was dead. The Drow killed them all.
Well, I'm asking the DM.
Yeah. Oh.
Well, I mean, you're working on the limited information. I mean, because you got put into prison. I mean, so you know that the Drow were fixing to kidnap her. I mean, you had never seen this guy before, today, but I was just saying you would just think that he was involved in that. But in terms of what actually went on out there, I mean, you're missing information.
Oh, so I have not seen any other non-Drow here in cahoots with the Drow.
No.
Oh, well, I misunderstood.
Yeah, that might have been my fault. But it's okay. I mean, the idea is Krennic misunderstood,
All right.
Well,
Yeah,
can anyone?
Aaron,
Sorry, go ahead.
Aaron's just scratching her head. What are we gonna do? Standing here for too much longer is gonna draw attention.
Yeah.
Let them
It's
come.
true. All right. Fair enough. Can anybody make this guy tell the truth?
He starts sort of crawling further back. Tries to get as deep back into here as he can as you guys are discussing this. Also, you notice that
So can I ask a question while you're doing that?
sure.
One of you all said that you got beat up pretty bad. Does it look like you're pretty beat up?
I mean, they're okay. I mean, they've been through some fights, but
Okay.
and you hear him sort of doing his ritual back in the farthest he can get back there.
I'm gonna keep talking to Krennic. If you want to fight him, fine, let's fight him. I'll stand with you.
And so with that,
Take out my short sword.
you hear the Drow start to come.
Can we tell where they're coming from?
Yeah, I mean, just one way for them to come.
From the north.
So now I'm really torn because Krennic wants to kill the Drow, but he doesn't trust leaving Alima with this other guy that you guys rescued.
Can we make a stand here?
You can certainly try.
Yeah, so I'll tell Alima to get back. And draw my bow again.
Okay.
Ruh-roh.
And I think so. Hunter's Mark lasts for a full hour, right?
Yep, so it's still going.
Okay.
Yeah. So these Drow now, given new orders from Rennick, start coming down this hallway.
Let's take care of this.
Are the 10 minutes up already on my illusion?
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
You know,
so-
Can
I'm going to engage.
okay.
Can I before he does that? Could I cast Entangle just on the other side of the gate?
So I think you're thinking of Born Growth or whatever it's called, or
Oh, because it.
it's a thing you actually want to cast on them. Entangle is.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Okay. Okay.
Okay, so everyone roll for initiative. Krennic moves first.
Okay. I will move my mark and shoot some arrows.
That first Drow coming down the cavern hard. And then probably shot.
And then depending on how did I move my mark before combat began, or can I move it now? Or that
You
would
can
be
move
the
it now
same.
as your bonus action.
I say if I yeah, okay. Then
Oh,
move
I
it.
see. No, because you had to mark that guy to do that.
That's what I was saying. Yeah, did I mark him
Yeah.
before combat began or not?
No, you had to mark him right then because
Okay.
you didn't see him till just then.
So
Yeah.
then we're good.
Okay, Aaron.
Alright, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Right. Still on the ceiling. I am going to use action or bonus action dash down to about 10 foot off the floor. And then use my bonus action and action to hide. Try to hide in the shadows.
Okay.
And call it my turn.
Drow come forward. Over here. Say a hand crossbow shot. One of you two comes for Krennic. This is CC.
Is that enough to get Drow 14 and Drow 10 all into this?
I don't think so. You're going to have to pick one or the other.
All right, give me a second. All right, I'll pick the one in the rear. I'll drop it on. I'll step over there, take a shot.
And this is it's a fireball.
Fire-
You
fireball.
do have
Nice.
fireball.
I do have it. Oops, sorry. And there's going to be another 1d6 there because I cast that at 4th level. I don't have any 3rd level slots. I'm sorry. So another 2 damage onto each one. I forgot to up click it one.
So that takes down one of the Drow. Then, I mean, they took half damage, so it would be another 1.
Did it also take out 5?
Okay, as you blast a fireball, taking out a bunch of Drow.
And I move back around over here behind.
Okay. Forward again. Some of them, after taking that fireball, come forward again. Fire. Crossbow bolt again at Krennic. Again. Round. Going to come forward if you can. This one's going for half tusk. Does hit him. And then she back here, she doesn't speak, but she starts motioning quite vigorously.
Stamping her foot.
Yeah, making lots of noise as this thing starts coming for her.
Oh no.
This Drow comes forward. Short sword and stabs at missing horribly Natali.
I don't know if Natalie would notice what's going on behind her because she's pretty focused on what's happening in front of her. So she'd take out her bow and aim at Drow 14, and I'd like to cast Hail of Thorns if I hit at level 2.
Okay, so deal the damage on that drow for your
the
regular bow shot.
Okay.
Oh, you also got to turn off your sneak stuff.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, and then right. So then target the all three of them, and then do save and yourself.
Oh, I did.
Oh, now you're good. Now do the save and then do the damage. Two of them fail and one succeeds. So you fire your arrow at that drow, and it strikes him, and then it explodes, dealing damage to all of those drow.
And that's my turn.
Killing one of them. Then more of these things start moving forward. And okay, he's still doing his thing. Half Tusk then takes a swing at this guy. Cuts him down. Krennic's turn.
All right, Krennic's gonna turn around and bonus action move his. Keep attacking with his bow.
Fires at these. Oh, and I forgot to move her. She actually disengaged and pulls back.
Okay.
Strike one of these things. Firing into whatever the hell it is. Some sort of plant thing that's creeping towards you like a zombie. You bury two arrows deep inside of it and just shred it apart, but it's still kind of barely holding together. Ern's turn.
Alright, looking at these weird plant things coming at us. It looks like there's a lot. Anne's gonna reach in her pouch and grab a handful of ball bearings. 5, 10, 15. And throw a handful of ball bearings in this area here.
Okay.
Right there. And call it my turn.
Right. Drow 14 fires another crossbow shot at Half Tusk. Misses. CC's turn.
Cast Wall of Fire along that line there. I'll move to right there to do it so I can see.
Okay.
I think 14, 3, and 8 are in the line. It's 1 foot.
Yeah, how wide is the wall?
1 foot.
Just 1 foot. So
It's 1 foot, 1 foot wide, 20 foot high.
So no, it would catch
and
6
60 foot
also.
long.
It would catch 6 also, I'll say.
And the 10 foot thing is to the northeast. So this direction. That's the hot spot.
Okay.
Okay. And okay, I'll make my roll.
Yeah, so they all fail as this big wall of fire just erupts in a line, striking all of them and probably, yeah, taking all of the ones that are caught in that. Rest are behind it there.
All right,
Yeah.
and now it's opaque, so we can't see,
Right.
and they can't see us.
Yep.
Cool.
So if there's guys on that side like this Drow too, is there some sort of heat damage?
If they end their turn within 10 feet of that, 10 feet of the wall in that direction, or try to go, they go through it, they automatically take the damage. If they end their turn within 10 feet of that side of the wall, they take damage.
Got it. Okay, so this guy backs up then, as he gets away from the fire. This guy, I don't think he has anywhere to go, so he's gonna something's good. So whatever is supposed to happen, is there a save or something?
No, it's automatic.
So if he ends his turn within 10 feet, he has nowhere to go.
I mean, he could run out, I guess.
Yeah, but
up
he
to the northwest.
he would touch it in doing so.
Oh,
I would say.
all right. Well, then soup for you.
Yep. So he gets roasted from the heat. As these things then creep forward. Okay, so what happens when they step on the ball bearings? Go. So they fall. So what that means? They fall down. Prone. Then Natali.
Okay. And so if something's prone, do I have disadvantage? Do they have disadvantage, or I can't remember the rule for.
With ranged, you have disadvantage, yeah. But just that one's prone so far.
Okay. Well, the one in the back is looking like it's not doing super well.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of falling apart. So I'm gonna focus on that. And I'm going to use my hunter's prey on it. Try to target it because it looks injured.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna take a
I mean,
shot.
you can always just activate that at the beginning of your turn, and then
Okay, yeah.
it's supposed to go off. It will. Yeah. So you take that thing down.
Cool.
This thing tries to move forward, so same thing. It goes on the ball bearings. Falls prone. The other one moves forward. Assuming Aaron's up on the wall, so it goes to try to attack Polly and just reaches out and tries to touch her.
Okay.
As you feel it all glom all over you, and you take 13 necrotic damage.
Ooh, ouch. Okay.
And then this guy comes out of this hole, and he comes out and he says, "Escape, Star Singer, come, come."
Kind of busy.
See him go back into this cavern. Half Tusk is confused. Alima starts tapping Krennic on the shoulder. And Krennic.
Alima starts tapping me on the shoulder, you said?
Mm-hmm. And like pointing at that guy as she heard him say this.
Gotcha. And he just said the Star Singer
Mm-hmm.
go, or what was it?
Come, yeah, escape.
Yeah, doesn't mean anything to me. Oh, I'm having a hard time moving my token. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep attacking the fungus.
Okay.
And I can't remember where my mark was.
I think it was on the one that died.
That would make sense.
Snake eyes. You fire, you have a hard time hitting them that have fallen down, but then with your second shot, it hits. Some damage to it as it shreds it apart. Aaron.
All right, Aaron, seeing that the one's attacking Natali from the ceiling, she's gonna move over here, climb down the wall, climb down behind it, and take it with the short sword. That'll be a sneak attack.
Whoa.
And then using some fancy footwork, she'll climb up out of its reach, like 10 foot off or 15 foot off the ground, and call it.
Okay, CC.
I forget I can climb up stuff, so I'll climb up the wall too. About how high? I guess 15 feet would be good. And I will cast Firebolt on Fungus 4 and hit. Oh shit, they ain't got no AC.
Alright, so the Drow are at bay for the moment. As another one of these things. So these things are having a hard time there on the ball bearings. As that one then is down. Let's see if they try to get up. Yeah, they don't have a lot of movement. So yeah, they're basically stuck there on those ball bearings.
That was good.
Yeah, so they're just down. All right, Natali.
Natali's gonna take off after this. She heard something about Star Singer, so she's like, "I'm out of here."
Okay. So you
And I
follow him,
will
and
try
it's
to dash and try to follow him.
okay. It's
Get
very
as close
dark,
to him as I can.
and you go in there, and something happens.
Okay.
These things continue to just slip and not be able to go anywhere. Half Dusk sees the Natali do that, and you know how he's very fond of her, so he follows.
Half Tusk is a traitor.
Okay. And Krennic.
Where are you going?
Can I hear him? Okay.
As far as I know, that doesn't coincide geographically with any area that I would be familiar with, or would I have a sense for where that is leading to.
I don't think you know. I don't think you guys would have really come back here much. Maybe it leads down. Who knows?
Ah. All right, come with me. I'll pick up the body again.
Okay.
And
And you're telling Alima to come with you.
yeah.
Okay. Go.
Oh yeah, head down there too.
Follows. So yeah, what do
Is this like magical dark or just dark?
yeah, you step back there and it goes magical dark, yeah.
Oh, okay.
What so yeah, basically we're out of initiative for right at this moment. So what do CC and Aaron do?
Aaron looks down at Cece and gives Cece the wink to use some spells at these little fungus creatures.
Well, yeah, I mean they're pretty much completely they're not really a threat anymore, as they're not really super sentient or super intelligent. I mean they're just totally stuck on these ball bearings. They're not advancing forward anymore.
Okay, moving there. Just waiting for Cece to see if Cece's actually gonna. I want to make sure our back is covered.
Okay. What does CC do?
Well, Cece's going to go ahead and see where they went
Okay.
and follow them.
It goes dark, CC. What does Aaron do?
I guess I'll follow Cece and sees what happens.
Okay. That I think we will stop and take.
Okay.